Radio Raheem here with Jermall Charlo, getting ready for a big fight at the Barclays Center. Adrian Broner versus Mikey Garcia at the top of the card. You've talked for over a month now about this fight. We've heard your matchups yesterday. We talked before you did your shadow boxing at the media workout. So today, I want to get your perspective on a few things in the boxing universe. Very few of these fighters are able to be analysts. A lot of these people try after their careers, but you look like you might actually have the potential to do it. So I'm going to put your analyst hat on a little bit here today. First, we'll start with the card that you're on. There's a big controversy, Mikey Garcia versus Adrian Broner. Is this Mikey's coming out party? Is this Broner just like come back? How do you see the main event fight playing out?
I feel like if Adrian Broner is focused as people may seem him to be, then it'll be a great fight. And if he's not, then it won't. Then we'll see the Adrian Broner that wasn't focused. But I think it's going to be a nice come-out party for Mikey Garcia. A lot of people will get a chance to see what he'll do against a style like Adrian Broner's.
You know, you're a young guy that had success early in your career, early in life. You talked about if Adrian Broner is focused and whatnot. What keeps you focused, grounded, not getting into trouble, and staying honed in, zeroed in on your craft? I
have 3 beautiful kids and a family, and when you're motivated by things like that, that keeps you going. I'm not saying that the trouble don't follow you, and you know, of course, I'm an aggressive fighter, and a lot of people might assume that I'm an aggressive person, but you know, that's part of my boxing game. So of course, you know, I stay clear, and I just continue to, me and my brother, to keep pushing each other in boxing. So that's all it is. My world revolves around boxing.
A couple of fighters who are definitely 100% dedicated 24/7 and have a huge fight coming up at the middleweight division, a division that I'm sure you'll want to climb to the top of yourself. At middleweight is Triple G Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. How do you see that fight playing out? Who's got the edge there?
That's gonna be a good fight. I'm not really picking. I'm not really picking the winner right now, but I feel like if GGG uses his strengths and his smartness, then he should beat Canelo's. He should beat Canelo's inactivity during the round. You know, Canelo don't really show how aggressive he is during the early part of the rounds. So we'll see if he starts off fast or if he starts off slow. So we don't know how that fight's going to play out yet, but it's going to be a clash.
You know, Canelo's the younger fighter, but people think of Triple G definitely as a harder puncher and the fighter who gasses less, which is counterintuitive. But when you're fighting a guy who's older than you and has a punching power like a Triple G is noted to have, what strategy would you go in? How would you go at a fight like that?
Speed is power. So a guy that's based all his fights off of power, you beat him with speed and head movement and things that he's not used to. So I feel like if Canelo can do that, then he should win the fight.
And for Triple G's sake, obviously he's fighting a younger man who maybe has more spotlight fights. He's had more huge fights with a lot of attention, the kind of attention that this fight's going to get. Does that advantage Canelo at all, and how does Triple G come at this event?
Well, if you look at it from GGG's perspective, when Canelo gets into a fight with the top guys like the Mayweather, he didn't come out too good. And then when he fought like you know, a top prime young guy that was like doing good at the same time, which was like Trout and Lara, and him, it was a closer fight. So if Canelo really wants to pull the crowd in and make sure the judges know that he won a fight, he would probably have to go for like a knockout. And GGG knows that he should exploit those things.
I'm looking at the heavyweight division now. A guy that is right in your atmosphere. You guys share a manager in Deontay Wilder. He's our American heavyweight champion. But there's another guy on the other side of the pond, and Anthony Joshua, who's holding more belts, who has a bit more star power. These guys are clearly on a collision course. When that fight comes together, how would you see it shaking out?
It's just willpower against the will to win, and you know, the fans don't fight for you. No one fights for you. So Anthony Joseph won't be able to use the star power over in America And I'm pretty sure Deontay Wilder been over there, and he's not necessarily worried about that. So, you know, the heavyweight division is one of those divisions that's on the rise right now, and it's actually some new fighters that's not the Wilder or the Anthony, and you know, that's giving those guys some problems. So we'll see what the experience is like, you know, and it's experience over time and time over the, you know, the will to win.
How well do you know Deontay Wilder, and what do you think is his skill set that he brings to boxing, that he brings to the heavyweight division? If you think he could reign in the heavyweight division, like above all, what tools does he have to do it?
I know Deontay Wilder just as much as everyone else knows him. He's the heavyweight champion of the world. He's been the heavyweight champion of the world. He mean business. He's full of knockouts and explosive power. He got a late start in boxing, but ended up learning on the job, and now he's doing great. I mean, Deontay Wilder is a good fighter. I mean, he's one of our best heavyweights up to date. So we should see some good fights from him.
Everybody in boxing, everybody online, everybody thinks that they're a scientist and has a pound-for-pound list. Who tops yours?
Andre Ward most definitely tops my pound-for-pound list. It's rated by moving up in weight, something I'm doing now. So it's one of those things where you go from like how Pacquiao moved throughout the divisions from featherweight, bantamweight, all that to you know, being a welterweight, and Mayweather did the same thing, and Roy Jones, you know, everyone that came up in boxing. So that's Andre Ward is my top pound for pound fighter right now.
You know, I'd say maybe the most famous team as far as siblings goes in boxing would have to be the Klitschko's at this point. You and your brother have something of a similar type of situation. You guys are both active fighters at the same time. You're both considered excellent talents, looking to reign as champions simultaneously. Do you look at the rise and reign of the Klitschko brothers at all? Is that something that interests you, their history? And is this boxing thing a family affair for you? How does the relationship with your brother being an active fighter at the same time inform the way you fight in there?
Me and my twin brother just motivate each other to keep pushing. And look, we're 27 now. We started doing this when we was 8 years old, and the journey has continued to be better and better for us. So, you know, it's natural God-given talent that we possess, and we're both here to just, you know, continue to push each other and get the titles and move up in the weight classes and be pound for pound list and on the pound for pound list. And the sky's the limit for us right now. It's definitely a family affair. He motivate me, I motivate him. He fought in Brooklyn once, I fought in Brooklyn. Now I'm fighting in Brooklyn. Like, hey, we having fun doing our job now.
Everybody who has a sibling knows what the sibling rivalry is. I know it's all love. I can see that between the two of you. Do you guys, you know, compete on who's the better fighter? What is that dynamic like? Do you push each other in the sense that one of you wants to be better, or is it that you both want to be considered reigning simultaneously?
No, we just both want to continue to push each other and get better and better and get the bigger and bigger fights. Every time, you know, he tell me he had a big fight coming up, I'm happy for him. He's happy for me. Me and my brother really don't share too much confusion. So, you know, it is what it is. He's getting better, and I'm getting better, and I'm pushing him to be even better, and he does the same thing for me. So it's not like it's no stale moments.
Give me one thing. What is the most driving force for you to keep getting up in the wee hours of the morning, to train, to go through all this press, to get in the ring, to take punches, give punches? Boxing is a grueling sport. It takes so much out of you. What is it? What's the fire that burns in you that makes you do this kind of work?
When you know you're good at something, you just you know you find love at it, and then the passion for it just becomes different. So it makes you get up and keep grinding. And me and my twin brother both, we just nonstop. So it's our life, it's our job, it's everything that we want. So right now it's perfect for us to just continue to keep building and keep moving forward.
And lastly, you're on a Mayweather promotion. This is arguably the best fighter. Certainly of our era. I would say that's not even arguable. What is it like dealing with him as a promoter, and what is the relationship like personally with Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd Mayweather is the best all time of my generation. Now he's promoting fights, something that he always wanted to do. He's doing great at it. Mayweather versus Conor McGregor is not a fight that a lot of fans probably, you know, want to see, because it's two different styles and arts. But Our relationship is good. I wish to, you know, continue to work with him and get even bigger fights. I mean, being on a pedestal that Mayweather gives us, it lets us know that we're doing something right in the sport of boxing, and that's just something I continue to urge my brother and me both to just continue to be better and better and get the looks of Mayweather and things like that.
Radio Raheem with Jermall Charlo, climbing weight divisions, taking new challenges on Mayweather Promotions on the undercard of Mikey Garcia and Adrian Broner. Good luck Saturday night at the Barclay. It's a pleasure to talk to you.